Scar TV.
What's going on, guys? Today Scar TV coming at you with another Magic the Gathering deck video. In today's video we are going to be playing a deck that I think has been around for a while. I haven't dabbled in it just because I've been newer to the game, but we're going to be playing some gates. Pretty much the concept of the deck is you pretty much play guild gates and you get bonuses for your creatures based on guild gates that are on the battlefield. Overall, from the games I tested before I recorded this video, the deck is pretty interesting. Overall, it has decent concept. I mean, the only downfall is majority of the lands come into play tapped. So against some more aggressive decks, we're a little bit slower. But if we can ramp that up good enough, we should be able to at least stay in the game long enough to hopefully take advantage of the cheaper cards and the bigger cards that we're going to be playing as we get more gates on the battlefield, and take advantage of all the card advantage that we could probably have. Guys, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to know when I post more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. But let's move on to the deck and kind of go over and see what's going on. All right, so you guys have probably seen a gate deck before. I'm new to it, but cards are pretty much straightforward. There's three main cards to the deck that make the deck click. It is multicolor, playing blue, red, green, and white. The cards together are actually fairly strong. And the amount of cards you can draw actually are pretty crazy once you get going, if you can get going. So overall, we're going to play two Fae of Wishes so we can kind of look in our sideboard just in case we're against a matchup that we need to bring something else in to kind of help us out, or if we're looking for a particular card that maybe we need, like that Gates Ablaze, just in case we don't draw it when we need it. Then you got a Scorching Dragonfire, which helps us take something out, creature or planeswalker, and then we can exile it instead of it going to their graveyard, so they don't get to go into graveyard effect if it has to go to the graveyard to get an effect. Gross Piles for some more ramp. We can also add it, pretty much lets us get another gate out onto the battlefield. 3 Guild Summons, pretty much another great card that pretty much allows us to get more draws. I mean, the other benefit is later in the game, if you draw this, you can tap some extra guild gates that you may have and actually draw additional cards when you play this. But every time you play a gate, you draw a card. Gates Ablaze, we deal X damage to each creature where X is the number of gates we control, so pretty much a board wipe. If you got 3 or 4 gates on the deck early game, that pretty much takes out majority of red cards, as well as it takes out any bigger cards even in the late game, like an Uro or anything big like that, and they can't really negate that damage unless they counter it. Then you get the Gatebreaker Ram, another gate card here that gets +1/+1 for each gate you control, as long as we control 2 or more gates. Gatebreaker Ram has Vigilance and Trample. Late game, we got like 10 gates out. This thing's a 12 Vigilance and Trample. Very, very powerful, very hard to take out. You got some Teferis to not allow our opponents to play things on our turn, as well as bouncing things back to their hand and giving us a card or even one of our things, and then until next turn we can cast sorcery spells as if they had flash, which is very, very good. Knight of Bomb, it's a 1/of. If your opponent plays a very particular artifact, you can destroy that, or enchantment. You can gain 4 life if you really, really need it, maybe against red. Or you can put 2 +1/+1 counters on it and pretty much make it a 4/3 big creature in case you just need that late game push. 4 arrows for the ramp effect as well as the life, and then later in game we can always bring them back because we'll start dumping a whole bunch of crap into our graveyard and actually get it back out into the battlefield. Storm's Wrath, just another board wipe. In case we don't draw our Gates Ablaze. It's 4 mana for 4 damage, so it's a okay just secondary board wipe effect in case we need that board wipe effect. Agent of Treachery, in case we get to the late game, we want to take something they may have that's big, or take an item in particular. Maybe play against red, we wipe their board. They have an Embercleave left on the board, we take that, now it's ours, we hit them with their own Embercleave. Great. Gate Colossus, this is great because pretty much it doesn't allow them to block with creatures power 2 or less, so they can't chump it with something small, as well as we can take a gate from our graveyard and put it on top of our library, or whenever a gate enters battlefield under control, we can take this guy, put him on top of our library, and pretty much draw him our next turn. Late game, he pretty much costs nothing, so that's also good. Hydroid Crisis for the draw, for the life gain. Just some flyer, just in case we need a flyer blocker, or we just want to attack above if they have a lot of things on the field themselves. As for the lands are pretty straightforward. We got 1 forest, 1 island, some guild gates, the Azorius, Izzet, Double Gruels, Boros, Selesnias, Breeding Pools, Simic, Gateway Plaza, and as well as Plaza Harmony, which is a very good strong gate card that pretty much allows us to create 1 mana of any color depending on whatever gates we control. So since we have control 4 colors, we can produce any other mana color. As for our sideboard, we got some Mystic Repeals in case, you know, you want to get rid of that enchantment. Soul Lantern, Aether Gust, Fling, Return to Nature if we need another enchantment or artifact destroyer, Spyglass so he can't activate a particular ability of a creature they control, Guild Summon in case we need that extra draw late game, Gates Ablaze if we need to draw that Gates Ablaze at a dire moment. We can always look for it with our Fae. Domri, I just threw it in there. I couldn't really think of anything, so I just threw a Domri in there. Why not? In case maybe we play against them in the counter, maybe we could throw a Domri early game, and then our creature spells. We can add mana, and then our creature spells can't be countered. Actually, besides it, I actually never really realized we can pretty much add a mana here, and then on top of it, creature spells cast this turn can't be countered. So pretty much we can get uncounterable creatures with this +1 effect. Another Storm's Wrath in case we need another board wipe. Escape to the Wilds. We can look at exile top 5 cards of our library. Exile this way. We can play them until our end of our next turn in case we really just need to dig that little bit. Planar Cleansing if, you know, maybe our opponent has a whole, maybe we're playing against an enchantment deck, maybe our opponent has a whole bunch of stuff over the board. We're just gonna wipe it. We're just gonna get rid of everything. A Heliod's Intervention, just another thing to destroy artifacts and enchantments. And in case we need late game, we have a lot of mana out, we can always tap X and we can gain twice X life. Expansion Expulsion, we can copy target instant or sorcery spell, but I think the Explosion is what we're looking for. We want to draw X cards on top of doing X damage. And a Mass Manipulation, because hey, maybe they have a lot of things on the board, we want to take them instead of blowing them up. Why not we take them and then flip the board on them, and maybe at that point they will actually concede. Let's move into the games. The new season has just started, so we're gonna be messing around with that. Not really sure how the games are going to go in the play mode. I actually only have a couple more weeks to probably get myself to max mastery, so that's a thing. But let's hop into rank, or not rank, let's hop into regular play mode, get some games in. Who knows what people are playing? Who knows what we're going to get matched up against? I really played against a lot of decks that were more similar to this deck when I tested, so I'll be hopeful to see if we draw anything. This hand is iffy. We only have 1 gate and 1 Plaza Harmony. I mean, the game 3 life is okay, which is okay. This double white. Our opponent goes first. We're on the draw. I'm gonna keep, as much as my gut's telling me otherwise. Oh, okay. That was really quick. I was not expecting that, but we got a Selesnya gate. They're playing mono green of some sort. Okay, they're playing mono green enchantments, thinking maybe they think we're a counter deck, so we'll play that gate. Gruul enchantments? Hexproof. Interesting. I think we'll play this. Question is, what do we play here? I think next turn we could play Gates Ablaze for, that's not a gate, that's only for 3. We play the Gate Ram, which then becomes a 4/4 for each gate we control. We can bounce it with the Teferi. Then we're gonna bounce back this. I'm actually very surprised they didn't actually that's fine. I could have also played Uro there, which actually would have gotten me an extra gate out. Maybe next time we'll play Uro. Alright, they got a land. Now the question is, are they going to replay their creature they just played, or are they going to play something else now that they have that 1 more mana? Okay, they're going to replay the creature they have. That's perfectly fine. I could just rinse and repeat the following what I did last turn, but I think we'll just do this. Blow Uro, gain 3 life back. We'll slap a Izzet Gate in the thing. Maybe next turn they get a little more aggressive. I'm not really worried based on what I have in my hand. Attacking for a 6, I will take it. It's fine. They're gonna Embercleave, hit me for still fine. Well, is it Gilgate? This is where it's gonna get actually kind of interesting. Like I was talking about before, we could take that next turn if we wanted to. That's still fine. I don't mind not gaining life.
My assistants are painfully sloppy.
I think I'm gonna do this. Let's play the Gatebreaker Ram. And then we'll play Guild Summit. And just draw a card. Auto pay. And we'll just play that into play tapped, and we'll say go. I wonder what he's thinking about this. He's like, crap, that's pretty big. All right, they got a Hellkate. It's got Riot and Flying. Can't equip it. I think I'm in a good spot, regardless. They're gonna make another 1/1.
My friend is here to help your pain.
I'll take 4. So this is what we could do here. So if I take this, I could play Teferi. I could bounce back their dragon. I could also take their Ember Cleave, which I can't actually equip. Maybe I'll take their flyer. I like him. Why don't we just get rid of that? It has trample. It's dead regardless. He's looking at his Ember Cleave. He's gonna put haste on it. Ember Cleave's not gonna help him there, unless he has another one. Because even if he puts Ember Cleave on there, it only becomes a 4. It'd do 1 over, and then it's fine. He's not gonna. That's a sorcery, unless he has another one. I'll take 1/2. That's fine. He can kill his own creature. So in this situation here, he's out of cards. I'm just gonna bounce his only creature back to his hand.
I know my responsibility.
I could also bounce my we'll just bounce his one creature. Why not?
I've got it.
Man. Okay, game. Does not want me to draw a gate. We'll end turn. At the end of their turn, we'll draw something. Let's see what he drew. I'm at 6. And he gives up. Because I guess whatever he drew was not good enough to kill me. So that's game 1. Got a little iffy. It was an interesting red deck. A Gruul deck, I guess. It just shows the power of that one board wave actually helped us. So move on to game 2 and see what we get matched up against. I mean, I'm not really sure. It worked out. We got a couple gates. We got a Teferi. We got a Gross Sprile. We'll keep this. Our opponent's going first. We're on the draw. So, why not? I mean, it's a little slow. And of course, when I don't record, I get all of the red decks. And then when I do record, I get all the red decks. Oh, another rule deck. All right, they're gonna hit me for 3. It's fine. Oh, they countered. Interesting. I wonder what they're trying to go for. I wonder if they're going for something a little bigger. They're probably gonna play. Okay, they're probably gonna play the guy that the last game played. Enchantments. Interesting. We'll play this, and then we'll say go. Next, during their turn, we'll play the Growth Spiral, and then we'll play the Guild Gate to get us to where we need to. They're gonna attack us for 4. Interesting. Though the one thing that kind of stinks is that we did not draw any red mana so far, so that's a little unfortunate. Let's put this into play. Tapped. I think where we go here is play the Guild Gate. I could play Uro, gain 3 life, play nothing, but we could get a land. Could Teferi bounce one of these back? I think this would be the play. Maybe he would destroy the Teferi. I think that's the play. We can't let this Celestial Champion get any bigger than it is.
This isn't a fight you can win.
We'll bounce that back.
Here we go.
Draw a card. Nice. It's a gate, so that's plus. And we can produce 1 mana of any color. We still need more mana of the colors we need. That's what I figured. He's gonna probably play the Contestant Champion again. He's playing slow because I guess he's maybe waiting for a Gates Ablaze, but I don't think he realizes that we don't have. Okay, and maybe play it. All right. We'll put that into play tapped. We'll play Uro, whatever we want to play. We'll put that into play. I'll take the damage. I still need. Well, I could fail. That's fine. Can you please play the? That's fine. Another red. So an interesting rule ramp, I think. That's 4 mana. Let me tap this, right? Let's blue, and a green. Right? Let's get a gate. Let's wipe the board. Depending on what they play, we could play a Gate Colossus. What does this do? I don't see many people play this. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a land card, add green or red. Otherwise, you gain 2 life and deals 2 damage to the opponent. Interesting. Let's play the Gate Colossus. Target of a spell. Well, we'll make them pay that again.
Let's slow this down.
And I'll draw a card.
Hey, no! I am not making this up as I go.
Alright, we got a backup plan. Just in case the board gets better. So they're... I don't mind the Uro going away. fine. I did do that to myself, unfortunately. Can't be blocked by knights or walls. Well, that's fine. How many lands do we got in our deck? Let's draw. Let's do this.
Here goes nothing.
Well, Uro. I'm very surprised I didn't draw anything. I'm very surprised I'm not drawing anything I need. I guess we'll play this in the air. They're more than likely going to let us do that because they have, I think this has to get to 7. Yeah. I could have gatesed and then played. Interesting. That was not the way I thought they were going to do that. But I guess our opponent doesn't realize they have game. It's fine. But that's okay. I think I misplayed that one turn. I just went for it all. It did also kind of suck that we had a Storm's Wrath in a hand where we didn't have any red mana. I didn't realize that when I looked at my initial hand. I mean, we did get the Gates Ablaze. I don't know if we preemptively Gates Ablaze, but I mean, it's kind of interesting when you play against two of the same decks back to back. I think there was a way to maybe either stall or even get to a point of game life. I could have also maybe even dropped the card every time I played a gate. But the weird part was I didn't draw many gates, which is also very weird. Because I think we go first. Ah, that's a first. This is good. I think we play one of our gates tapped. Or Breeding Pool. I don't really know. Either or is fine. We'll play the Gruul Gate tapped. As our Gate Colossus counts down. Oh great, another aggressive deck. It's fine. And another one? Okay, or not. They're probably gonna draw. Typical red deck. They drew land, which is probably not good for them. I think what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna do this, and we'll play the Fae untapped. You gonna tap now? Yeah, I was gonna say. Probably should little Uro, gain 3 life. Unfortunately, that kind of sucks that we did not get anything. We have answers though. Get the Scorchin. We can Scorchin and then possibly Gore Spiral if we don't draw another land. They're counting their mana? They really want it dead? I mean, it's only 3 damage, so I'll take 3. I feel like they tried, but it did not work out. Oh, it's instant? Kind of want to Growth Spiral. Jeez. Missing lands here, which is not good against red, which is seemingly drawing top deck and lands. That could be good. Slash bad. How about no? I don't know what you're gonna do to save it. Wait, what? What are they playing? Interesting. That is very surprising. I did not realize that they are going deep. I guess we stopped the 7. Now, a Gates Ablaze would be like great here. Storm's Wrath is good though. To make him reset. I honestly can't play my hand. I'm literally not drawing land. Alright, that works. I have a ram. I mean, I honestly, the opponent could have possibly still could have pulled something out. I did not draw anything. I mean, granted, I took out their whole board, but yeah, that was not good for us. But the deck, like I said, deck plays like, I think it plays almost like 24 or 26 games. Maybe we'll look at the deck afterwards, but that was very strange. But yet again, 3 aggressive decks in a row. 2 for 1's not terrible. I mean, we got lucky though, I think. Wow, we go first. I guess we keep. The problem is we don't have any gates. So we're missing white mana to play our hand, but I mean, we have 2 ramp cards. We'll breed and pull into play tapped. Next turn we'll Growth Spiral, hopefully drawing something. Really? That is, it's like weird deja vu. Whenever attacks, choose target elemental creature card in your graveyard with toughness less than Thunder Awakener's toughness, and that card in the battlefield tap and attack in. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. Interesting. We'll just play this now. Play the Boon Pool. This is very strange. We're playing a gate deck, and we have yet to draw a single gate. We have more regular lands. We'll play Uro. Hopefully drawing a gate. There we go. Perfect. First gate of the game. All right. Fair. So they got like a elemental ramp deck. We'll play Plaza. Why don't we bounce? They're both... Make them waste their mana, because they didn't draw a mana from that, and we'll draw a card. Uro's not bad. We'll play Uro. Hopefully draw no mana. Nope. We're gonna decline because this will get sacrificed. So we don't want to play the Gateway Plaza. They didn't draw a land, it doesn't look like. Maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe they want to see if they can get another land. Still not get a land. Alright, so our opponent's in a land situation. We will pay 1. I have 4. I need 2 more cards for a Spiral. I can still Teferi. Wow. We'll Teferi.
I'm known for my excellent Don't make it trust me. I have a plan.
Awesome. Wait, why can't I have played the Boros? I should have been able to play the Boros from the Ghost Spiral I played on my turn. I don't know. Maybe I did. Oh, I probably didn't have the mana open. We'll Boros. We will unearth. We'll do this. Create 2 big threats on the board. Interesting. Going for the ramp effect, that's cool. Alright, that's a cool little trick there. Little bit of play this. Good combat. Swing, swing. Why don't we play this too? Okay, that's fine. We'll just put 2+1/+1 counters on this, I think. And a gate. And there we go. Alright, so that is 3-1 us with gates. Overall, the deck is interesting. I will say, though, it was interesting to not draw gates in our 1 matchup and not draw lands. It's gonna get a bonus pack opening towards the end of the video. Why not? If you made it this far. Oh, just some currency, no big deal. I guess we gotta save up because Ikora is on our way over. But I'm gonna look at the deck real quick. Just kind of do a little closeout speech here as we, I guess, take 5 minutes to load. So yeah, overall the deck is pretty good. I mean, if you've played gates before, yeah, we 21 lands and we had that issue in that 1 game with not drawing any lands. That's pretty crazy. But overall the deck is good. I do like how there is, you know, some utility in the sideboard in case we need it. If, like, for example, if we really need to use Fey of Wishes and dig for something in our sideboard because we just didn't draw it when we needed it. Especially if we play against something more aggressive and we don't have a board wipe. It's always good. If we can make it to that mid to late game, overall, you know, if we can get our gates out or get something big out, our opponent usually is at a disadvantage. I mean, we didn't play Agent at all in any of our games, so that's unfortunate. But, I mean, it's like a one of, so it's like a unique situation. Or we did play Agent. We did play Agent. Never mind, that was first game. What am I talking about? But guys, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to know when I post more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, guys, I'll see you around. Bye-bye.